throaty. It's got a nice sound. You bringing it to those guys at the... See what they think? It might be funny. We had some guys around the corner mention they got a car show and they love burnouts and classic cars, and that's what we do. Woo. No speedometer?
GPS.
Okay. Okay.
Transmission feels good. We might have to go on the highway. I'm going to test, see if the reverse works. First, second, drive, neutral, and all that works. And let's go from there. I feel like just sit in this thing.
Right? This is like the 80s, 90s luxury seats where they're comfy. They lean back too when you throttle
so
on it.
The track and all that.
Yeah, that's
parking lot.
We might have to come and do all our videos here.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, keep doing that.
That's cool. So why did he go GPS for your...
Because this manual miles per hour gauge is manual instead of interlog. And the 14 Hemi, police cruiser Hemi we put in here is analog instead of manual. Same with the gauges. So the gauges are all like manual gauges and not interlock. So he didn't want to upgrade the dash sheet quite yet. So instead we put these gauges down here to see the oil, the battery, and the temp, and then the fuel.
Huh.
And then the miles per hour, he just did a
little GPS
numbers on it. So one of these days he'll upgrade it and do something cool in it. But until then, we'll test drive it, see if it goes into limp mode like it's been kind of doing, he says. So we'll test it and see how she does.
You think that was because of the... So why did it come back in?
It came back in because the fuel gauge, we got the wrong fuel gauge for it, so the ohms don't match the sending unit ohms.
Okay.
And then the transmission, he says, was still going to limp mode, so that's why we're going to test drive it to see what it does.
And did we take the transmission and engine out of the police interceptor, or just the engine?
So the engine came out of the police interceptor, but then the transmission came out of a 05 Dodge truck.
Okay.
Perfect. You didn't see that.
So what is that, overdrive?
That was second.
And you just shifted into drive? Do you think you could bust a Huey, or is this thing too big?
We're going to go down, get up to speed, see what it does.
That's what I like to hear.
Might even go on the interstate and see.
Yeah. Ooh. These seats take on that power in a really comfy manner. So this still isn't accurate? How can you tell you need gas?
Because we found the ohm reading on the sending unit online, and I tested the ohm reading on the sending unit, and it says it's at 210. So the ohm reading is empty, it's supposed to say 220, and full, it's supposed to say 20. So I know it's about empty. So instead of getting stuck on the side of the road, we'll just fill it up here quick.
And what do we throw in at 91?
91. All of our stuff, usually always 91.
Let's get it. Oh. This thing's so low profile. I mean, it looks like a clean van.
It's definitely a sleeper.
Yes. Yep. Oh, this kid's spawning in. I think the wheels are the only thing, the wheels and the semi-fresh paint are the only thing that might give away that there's something underneath this. Yeah? Or yeah, it just has a clean van. I mean, the only reason I say that is because usually these style vans are the work vans.
Yeah.
Bless you. We just throwing 20 in it or filling her all the way up?
I drove just enough to get a test ride out of it.
Yeah. Emmett, who's this guy? No helmet law in Lincoln, Nebraska. Is that all Nebraska?
No, Nebraska you're supposed to have a helmet.
Oh.
Kansas, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
In Nebraska anymore?
Yeah, I think
it used to be you had to have.
Yeah, you have. They made that new law.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
If you take the test, yeah, if you take the test and fail, then you don't have to wear a helmet. Just kidding. Obviously, you have to pass. Okay. Just a little walk around. Wah, 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 wah. Dude, all this room. I mean, you got like a shag carpet in here and everything. I wonder just what goes down. Like, you just chill out in here? Is this your van?
Yeah.
Yep. Parents got bored, said, we're gonna get you a new little home. Get your own van, but they threw a Hemi in it.
Yeah.
Yep. I assume those aren't hooked up, those speakers.
No.
Wow. What is this? I want to see this real quick.
It's the Alcoholic Anonymous medallion.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Wow. Where's my seatbelt? Is it stuck on there? What's the story?
No seatbelt.
No seatbelt. So the only thing we did was the swap from the transmission engine. Did we do any suspension work?
We just beefed up the suspension in the front to hold the weight of the Hemi. And we did some different bracketry and stuff to hold it on there.
Yeah, you can tell the seats are good because in the video I'm just bouncing real smoothly, floating.
Floating on a float. It's definitely a sleeper. Tell you what, I drive it every day.
Oh yeah. It's a fun sleeper. It's really a cool drive because it's got the luxury, you know, it's comfy.
It's got the look of, hey, I'm a work van.
Right?
But then you hear it go by and you're like, that's not a work van. There's something underneath that hood that I don't want to see.
Right?
I do not want to race you.
Yeah. God.
Or it's like, there's something underneath there. I want to know what's underneath there.
Right.
That is no V6 engine.
record, get a different angle. I'm gonna throw it to you. Ready? Oh. Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Get some flowers.
John.
I wonder if anybody else had put a 90 Hemi in a van.
I've seen them in vans. I don't think I've seen this exact van with this exact build. And it's like a semi-sleeper build, so he didn't go all out and didn't get like a Whipple on it or something.
Yeah.
Like he's not here to like race it,
No.
but he wanted a powerful van. It seems like that he
wanted
could.
something that had a little pep in its step.
There you go, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So we put a Hemi in it. Just enough pep in its step to get a product.
Yeah. Does he take it to car shows
I think so, yes.
or van shows?
Yep, there's van shows. They took it to a couple of them already.
What is that noise back there?
Exhaust.
Just hanging.
I think it might be loose. Probably got to tighten it up when we get back to the shop.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Golly, this is fun.
I feel no lip move.
Nope. These roads aren't fun roads, and this thing's just making them seem like it's a dance.
It likes the dance.
Yeah, it does.
We have dreams. We got a dream catcher.
I noticed.
We're good.
He Raptor liner that whole truck.
Yeah, he did. Must be the way to go now. I can't see doing that to a car.
It'd have to be like a field car. Like if I kept it on a farm, maybe. What is that, I-80? Interstate 80, yeah.
We're just going on a long test drive to get it up to speed, get up to about 65 miles an hour. See if it goes through all the gears good, see if it downshifts all that we good when we slow down. So, make sure everything looks good before we send it out the door.
I love these roads. Like as soon as you get out of city, it's just like
Straight.
muscle car. It's like perfect for any muscle car drives. I mean, long country roads, no cars, basically no speed limit, but don't tell nobody. Yep.
Sounds good. We'll fix that exhaust when we get back.
These roads are beautiful. So everything works in this thing. It's got AC, nice little stereo setup. Yep. This is Nebraska. There's, what is that? Bean field and cornfield? What's next to us?
This would be a bean field, that would be a cornfield. Got to get the AC charged here.
That's
soon.
right. That's right.
Might need a front end alignment too with the steering wheel.
You can tell it's not quite aligned.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I see.
Kind of off that way.
So what is this? A 5-speed?
Yeah. This speed would be overdrive.
It's wild. We were just in city, and now all that's around us is just corn.
Because it's a 14 Hemi meshed with a 05 Dodge transmission. Might just be a little boggy there because maybe the gears just don't match up very well. It'll definitely need an alignment in the front.
Ooh, it's hot. Too hot for a leather jacket.
So did this originally come with a V6?
It came with a V6 with an automatic transmission. Small little V6, and he's like, that's not enough power. And I'm like, okay, Hemi it is. Turn around here.
See if reverse. Oh, it does.
Temperature looks good. It's in there about 90, 194, almost 200. About where it's supposed to be. We're good there.
gravel. I imagine this thing's pretty heavy. Officer's like, how fast were you going? Well, you know,
About that fast.
yeah, right. What were you thinking?
That little rattle on the back, that's probably because the exhaust bracket came off the rubber piece.
Oh,
So we'll
yeah.
get back to the shop, we'll fix that, we'll get that all going good. We'll check the fluids one more time, make sure that's all good. We'll call up a shop, maybe get the alignment done, get that all fixed up for him. She's pretty much good to go. And fix the gas gauge too.
So what do you have to do?
We just got to replace the gauge itself with a different gauge that reads the correct ohms that
Okay.
match up with the sending unit in the fuel tank.
Okay. And what are ohms?
Ohms is let me think on that one a bit. The ohms is how much resistance is going through your wire. So with the sending unit, it goes up and down depending on the level of your tank and your level of the gas in your tank. So some are, when it's empty, it's at 0. And then so it rises, the more resistance that goes through your wire to your gauge. So older cars, it was 0 to 90. So when it was low with no fuel in it, it was 0. And then you filled it up and got all the way up to 90. Now with newer models and newer cars, the years went on, they went, like for example Dodge, just the years of trucks and vans, it was 220 empty ohms and 20 full. It's just depends what kind of sending unit you put in there. Some are 0 to 130, one are 130 to 240. It just depends. So you really got to do your research with the type of sending unit you put in your car and what kind of gauge you get. You got to make sure they match up. So that's kind of what ohms are. I might be wrong on the resistance of it, but we'll double check that and give you an accurate reading in the description. Man, I swear, this thing like floats like a Cadillac, but stings like a bee when it has to, like that one Lightning McQueen, what he
Yep.
said, that one quote. I'd say this is one of the cars that does that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely. I mean, you could take this cross country, probably pretty fair.
You could, it'd be a little bouncy for you though.
Yeah. Well, you think on a
Not really.
highway it wouldn't be that bouncy?
I'd take it on the highway only.
Alrighty, Baja, to complete the circle. What was that? What was your Baja? My phone died, so.
So Baja is pretty much, I really don't know the definition of Baja, I just know what the trophy trucks look like. They pretty much, it's where they take the suspension, put big ass springs on them, and it's pretty much where you can get full
So to crow, your preferred cross-country trip vehicle is basically a mountain climber.
It's pretty much a mountain climber on steroids.
All right.
That's what I'd say.
Someone would have said like a small little Mercedes, you know, a little.
Well, it depends on what kind of off-roading you're doing. I'm thinking
on
like
the highway,
mountain climbing, and then you're going
public road across country, not cross country on Johnny's new roads.
Okay, my roads are like make your own.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, that's a mountain. We're going over it.
I see my road right over that mountain.
All right.
No, I would say a nice cruiser. Yeah. Like one ideal would be a 56 T-Bird.
Okay.
That would be my.
That'd be fun.
go-to.
That would be badass.
Nice convertible with a hard top on it, with a 289, with a 3-speed. Hey, you can even throw a 5-speed in there with a little 302 in it. You know.
Whoop. I've thrown that little left blinker. Goodbye. Yeah, we had, what was that silver Thunderbird? Was that a 59?
That would be a 57.
57.
My mom has a 56 T-Bird. She loves it.
The orange one?
Yeah, it's actually like tomato red almost. Is
Okay,
what it
yep,
is.
yep.
She loves that thing, and that 57 that we did the quarter panel on, that one was a good driver too.
That was
one had
beautiful.
That one had the hard top on it.
Yeah.
That one had.
I could see that one being like a really fun experience, going pretty long distance in.
Yeah.
Probably not the fastest, but like a really enjoyable ride.
Yeah. Here's the shop. This light is always long.
Yeah. So, do you think this thing has the ability to do a burnout?
I'd say it would, but we don't do that with our customer vehicles.
No, I asked the customer if he would do it, and he said he wasn't quite sure.
He would do it. We just have to get this transmission stuff figured out, but I know he would do it.
Okay.
So at our shop, we don't hot rod any of our customer vehicles around. We don't do no burnouts and all that.
Yeah.
All we do is we simply test it. We get it up to speeds, up to temp, and just go through all the motions of kind of like a cruiser
Yep.
type stuff.
Yep.
Now, I have my own personal vehicle. Our employees have their own personal vehicles, and we do our own burnouts with our own personal vehicles.
Yeah.
We do not do it with our customer vehicles.
Yep.
Now, our customers love to do burnouts in their own vehicles, aka Todd Francisco with his, I do believe that would be a 70
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
Beautiful.
He does burnouts in that. He loves to stop by and do burnouts on the street. So we do not hot rod our customer vehicles around. We simply just test drive them to go through the motions to see if we'll perform beautifully on the highway with them.
Yep. Make sure they're ready to basically be daily driven.
Yep.
They kidnapped me.
The end.
Oh, Jesus, Pete.
That was our transition to this clip. I was going to give him a little walk around, and here you are posted. What are you up to?
Doing an oil change on my daily.
What is this, the EcoBoost?
The EcoBoost, yeah, 16 F-150 EcoBoost.
There you go. Here's Miss Molly. See, from the front, it looks pretty casual. It just looks like a clean van. Let's see if John's got any last words. Where'd he go? Are you underneath it? No. Oh. Alrighty. Take care. Johnny, any last words?
I can say our motto.
Let's hear it.
Bell, and enjoy.